internet's going dead.
Hello, everybody! Welcome, welcome! We are back with Theron and Rylia! Yay! What are we doing tonight? I don't know!
Hi, FK. Hi, Drago. We are on location in Tulio.
Yeah!
Also, at home.
Yes, you are at home. You are finally home.
I'm even partially unpacked now.
Ooh. So what are we doing, Rye?
I think we were saying, Wachumaki Meki?
Oh, welcome to the game, FK! You should have warned us! We would have sent you a, friend code! In fact, we might be able to still. Give me a second. Friend code gives you a couple extra goodies, but it only applies to quote-unquote new things to the game.
New purchaser.
Character, additional expansions. No, I don't want the store. I want the actual Mog station.
Muggy Mug Mug?
Muggy Mug Mug. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Where's the friend code generator? Did they discontinue that?
That seems unlikely. Recruit a friend campaign, lodestone / special / friend _ recruit. And that has a button for recruit via the Mog station. Peek in Discord.
No, I've got it. I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay.
Because it doesn't want to do it here. Please say the stream manager comes in muted. Yes, it does. Okay. Let's. Oh, no, we can't pull that. Okay, I have whispered you the friend code. See if you can still install it, because it's technically for new registers, but if you've not made a actual payment yet, it should go through. Maybe? Hopefully?
Seems likely. And hi, Orca.
If it doesn't work, we at least tried.
Does not.
Yeah, it should get you some chocobo feathers, which can get you some leveling items. You can also get some mounts with them if you get enough feathers. And it's a two-way thing. I like sending out friend codes when I can.
Face it, you like friends.
Who doesn't like friends? If you don't like friends, you have a problem.
Welcome to
Sashimi.
Fish Fancy's Dunu. Oh, Raylia, Farron, good to see you.
Yes.
I've been helping out around the fancies from time to time. It's the least I can do to repay your and Onohanu's kindness.
Yes, and the one customer who wanted something nice for fish is actually
Still
hanging out.
around.
Yep.
Big body, big beauty. Donohanu hums happily as he contemplates unusual fish. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't decide whether it's he or she. I think in this case it might be they, but hey.
Yeah, I was gonna comment on that.
Farron, Raylia, I have good news.
A cine of good news.
That customer who brought our spare Yokoi Pelko has been telling all the sundry of what a treat they are. Business for the fancies as well. Not booming, per se, but much better than usual.
Good. I'm glad my culinary techniques could be of any small help. Thanks to the two of you, my dream feels within my reach. My training proceeds apace.
Speaking of, what next on your fish list? Surely you'll need more than a few flippers to guarantee your goals.
The next mark in my rite of passage is a gigantic crocodile of inordinate strength. Nothing short of a massive fish will stand a chance, I'd wager. Like that one!
You know those things are illegal in California.
Okay.
The core Pirachu, a discerning eye you've got there, lad. Those beauties are the svelte swimmers of Okopachas, packing tons of fish power in every ounce of fish. Pelu fishers are known to throw their rods should they hook one, unless they thirst for a swim downstream. I'd offer you that fellow in the tank, but he's the face of Fish Fancies Donohanu. Of all our offering, Core Pirachicos sell surprisingly well, likely due to the sheer volume. But Theron and Raylia here will catch you another, a bigger one.
Why are you making promises for me?
A fisher who snags that boy from the Carvarhu the First said it went wild for honeybees. Someone with your arm should have no problem reeling in a few. Probably. You do know how to swim, right? Just in case.
Yeah, swim. Yeah, that's the word.
Bonk.
Catch Kor Pararuku at Karvarher the First and deliver them to Donohana. 6. The face of Fish Fancies Donohanu. Yes, I'd say the resemblance is uncanny.
If you say so. Ooh. Okay, we need to head to Okopacha.
This is the 95 quest.
Yep, if you left click on the quest tracker, it'll give you a menu of gathering location and delivery location. So that's a nice touch. That was not there a lot many, many moons ago. I see a carbuncle.
Yep.
Hello,
Carbuncle
little
is best uncle.
carbuncle. Time to go fishing.
Gonna get the fishy.
And hopefully not go for a swim.
Yeah, that would be good.
The swimming is not an issue for us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have much to talk about this evening.
Well, maybe. Admittedly, we haven't seen any anime for over a week because I've been out of house.
Yeah, well... Oh, there was one I started last night.
Uh-oh.
I think you would
Are you
enjoy it.
continuing it?
I do not know
Okay.
if the guys would enjoy it, but I'm enjoying the snot out of it, and it makes Rena very, very proud.
Oh no. Okay, FK. Good to hear that.
Woohoo! Hey, Doodles! I was just telling people that I started a new anime. It's one you had mentioned before, so... the title makes sense if you've watched the first episode. It is called May I Ask for This One Last Thing? Yes! Yes! Doodle knows it! It makes Rena so proud. It's all about a fine, noble lady whose machinations are to rid the world of poor diplomacy and all the nobles and their sycophants by beating the holy snot out of them.
Yeah, that's definitely implied by the title.
And the beatings will be long, and the beatings will be hard.
Don't
Yes.
forget to turn on Collector's Glove.
Oh, right, yeah. That'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, oh yes, Our Lady of Beatings. Yes, that... Yep. And what makes it worse is she's constantly followed around by another character who's this suave gentleman who thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread because she can do what she does that everyone wishes they could do.
Oh dear.
I only have 6 slots in my bag. This shall be entertaining. So I think this is one to at least add to our rotation, if not the guys.
Right. Unless it's really good, we have quite a backlog for Thursdays.
Yes, Doodles! That is the exact phrase. I don't know, I'm finding the first prince to be absolutely utter hilarious. Because he has her nailed perfectly. I've only gotten through the second episode. Just ran out of time last night, but yeah, it's being special. I hope the rest of the season holds up to the first couple episodes. Yes, her poor suffering brother, Leopold. Also, today, I got in last week a figure I had ordered months and months and months ago on pre-order of Mau Mau in her court dress. And I was all really super excited to unbox her, and found she was slightly defective. And I don't know what to do. Now, fortunately, the defects are not insurmountable. It's not like they put a hole through her forehead or something like that. But one of the pieces of her hair, which is supposed to be flowing loosely, got snagged on her shoulder and folded wrong. And her transparent scarf isn't quite hanging correctly.
Yeah. And I have to say, the plastic looks a bit cheaper than I've gotten used to from modern anime figures.
But the painting and the initial sculpt are just spot on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I posted about it on Blue Sky. Let's see if I can pull up a link for folks so that they can see what I'm talking about while I'm trying to fish. Fish!
Fishy.
Not having much luck here.
Yeah, I've gotten 3 different types of fish. Looks like there's one more here of the regular types, and then, of course, there's what we're trying to get.
Yeah, that should be a link to the Blue Sky post I made about it with photos.
Yes. Good photos.
And you can see the box behind her of how her hair's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it looks like she took either some damage getting put into the box initially for packaging.
Yes.
Or damage from heat during shipping.
Yeah. I do wonder if that transparent scarf is just molded correctly in the first place.
Ah, someone's having something yummy.
Okay.
Orca returns from AFK with pecan pie and French vanilla coffee.
Ah.
Not my sort of thing, but it does sound delicious for those who love it.
Yeah, you can tell where my dad grew up. Aha! Got one.
Oh, good.
Identical cast. My dad has a great fondness for pecan pie. Never got into it myself.
I can see how people could really love it. My dad loved pecan pie. Unfortunately, me and my nut allergies, it's kind of a no-go.
This is very true. Okay, that's 2.
I'm waiting for 2 more figures on back order. Yeah, the actual sculpt is just phenomenal.
Yeah, which is why you got it.
Yeah, the other 2 figures I bought with that pre-order haven't come out yet. One is of Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon, who is actually going to be a shelf sitter. So she sits on the shelf, and she's eating some fried chicken.
Of course she's eating.
It's
anyone out there who has not seen Delicious in Dungeon, you need to.
Yeah, you really need to see Delicious in
It is
Dungeon.
surprisingly good.
The other one is Freerin blowing a kiss.
Okay then.
At one point
looking up?
No, it's not the looking up. This was ordered before that meme became a thing.
Yes. Cast.
Yeah, exactly, Doodles. It looks like chicken.
Yeah.
But I got them on pre-order in like February, March. And it was just before the tariffs got announced of what was happening. And I'm like, oh god, I just put in these pre-orders. I'm praying I'm not going to be smacked with all the tariffs.
There's 4.
But it looks like the company I ordered through is handling things correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got announcements and such today. I have done my final adjustments and payments for Empire Builder Europe, which is the Eurorail redo. So that's really close, though I kind of get a feeling it might not arrive in time for this month, which would be a shame, because I'm kind of hoping for a multiplayer day here late December, and it'd be great to have that for it.
Just a reminder, Doodles, we're trying really, really, really hard not to be political here. And trust me, it is trying my patience. Oh. But I will say I was able to get my partner draw for the month. Well, the transfer still needs to happen, but I've got it all figured out. And I'm going to have to pull for some savings to make rent this month, which is fun, but at least I'll still have a roof over my head. Because I like having a roof over my head and food on the table.
Those are good things. Okay, that's number 5.
Ah, you've caught up with me.
Okay. And you'd gotten that many, but yeah, I'm on my number 6 right now. Since identical cast.
Yeah, identical cast is a big help. Especially since we're not being anal retentive about our collectabilities.
Yeah. And that's 6.
Which apparently Zon is supposed to come out this month, and I'm like, how am I going to afford this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well.
And that's my 6.
Well then. And a bind.
4 binds, actually.
Nice. Okay. That was somewhat smoother than the last time we did this, actually.
Yeah, well. Though I have no slots in my inventory.
Have you gotten the chance to look at Cartoonist Club yet?
No, I have not.
I will make sure to leave it out again.
Short of very delicately sliding it to one side.
Yeah. The fact that they go into ash cans and the production of them.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. At least you have the raindrop defense system.
Yes, I'm needing it all too often.
So apparently, speaking of anime and my most hated topic, my second most hated topic of all time, AI. Yeah. Amazon tried to do an AI dub of Banana Fish and has since taken it down, just the AI dub of it for English.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, you're not getting real actors to do a real dub, are you? You're just gonna leave it as that, aren't you?
Yep. And supposedly there's been a few series where Crunchyroll has effectively gone in and replaced subtitles with AI generated subtitles.
I hadn't heard
Yeah.
the replaced. I had heard them going in and using AI for closed captioning, which is not the
Right,
same thing
yes.
as subtitling. But it's still,
no, it's
come
not.
on, deaf people deserve to have a good product too, thank you.
Yeah.
Hulling a fish the size of your own body is a fisher's fantasy, isn't it? Pack your bee bag and go and pull us some Perichu from around the Carvarhur the First. 1, 2, 3.
Perichu. 3 yomes of freshwater fish.
Script
dear.
exchange. I didn't realize I was somehow maxed. I don't know how that happened.
Let's see, this is threatening to give me 804. That'll get me up to about, like, 26, maybe 2,700. I can take that. Max is 4,000. So I'm safe for when you're safe.
The highest it looks like I'm by is gathering perception. Okay, I should have all the folklores. Don't need to worry about those. Of course, that's under the gold.
Yeah. Never the kind you have of extras of.
Gathering perception. Okay, I have an issue.
Okay. Can you get a subscription? Oh dear.
My lack of inventory strikes again.
Yes.
That one. Okay. I have like one slot in my Chocobo bag that I can do a shuffle with.
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again.
Once more from the top with inventory. Wow, yeah, you spent down to 0.
Yes.
Good show.
From 4,000. I'm not gonna ask how you managed to drag this sheer mass of Pirachu all the way back from Tuliolau. I'm not gonna ask, but I would love to know.
I just stuck it in my back pocket. I don't think she believes me.
Now this is the sort of Pirachu you need, Passiony. Smooth, shiny, and enormous. Are you planning to eat all of it?
Of course, my development demands it. Only by partaking of a fish in its entirety might I come to understand its energies. This applies doubly so for fish of such prodigious body mass. Despite its size, however, I can tell its meat has a mild flavor. A sauce of aromatic herbs should pair well, and I dare say the head will have plenty of fat to lend a savory taste.
You can tell that with just a look? Whew. Now that's loving thy fish.
Indeed.
But old Donohanu won't be outdone. I'll learn your recipe and pass it on to everyone who buys a koapirachu. Just wait until the Pelu Pelu get a taste of these aromatic herbs, eh? They might start keeping a firmer grip on their rods.
It is my hope that by creating a delicious dish, I might pay respect to the life of which I partake. Preparing and eating this fish will take some time. If you need me, I shall be in your kitchen, Donohanu. And once I've finished, I should be prepared for my rite.
Woohoo! Fortuitous Fish Finder.
Yes. Well, that went, quicker than normal. We could move on to another, or I was thinking, since we'd probably have less time, we could go on to, like, Dark Knight training.
Or we can do societies.
Also true. I was kind of figuring we wouldn't have that much time.
Why don't we do societies and then some Dark Knight training?
Okay. That sounds great.
After all this material extraction.
Ooh.
Okay. Probably, Mumulja first,
Yeah.
since we're already in gathering mode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I will switch gathering modes. Sorry.
Yeah, I am not happy with the big push for AI. One of the big things apparently with Square Enix is they're trying really hard right now to push for AI as QA.
Admittedly, that's one of those places where it makes sense, but from just some things I was hearing online earlier today elsewhere, yeah, it doesn't work.
QA means quality assurance. It's actually Rise done some QA work.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why they say, I've had people say, don't get rid of this person, he writes bugs we understand.
Yep. He QA'd at Connectix. You also QA'd at a stint with Sony.
Yes. The less said about that one, the better.
You did not enjoy your time at Sony.
Not really. I mean, some of the people were nice and all of that, but it was obvious there was no way up from that position. And it was I think going back on unemployment once that contract ended was a increase in pay.
Ow! Ow! Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad because. Yep. Go ahead.
Did extend the unemployment for a bit because I wasn't using it for a couple months.
Yeah, and the fact that it was very much a dead end just really surprised me, because usually a lot of programming and...
Oh yeah, and theoretically that was true, it's just... there was just far too many people for the number of slots that would filter into. And getting out of the lowest rung of QA was going to be impossible. into the upper rungs, which is where you get out of QA from.
Yeah, because so many of our friends actually started in QA, but they started in QA in different companies.
Yeah. But the main QA stint was Connectix, which was a 3-month contract. They only let me go because the product was in litigation.
Yeah, they actually wanted to keep you, but couldn't find a place for you.
Yeah, well, they just literally had nothing for me to do because they had the PC version pretty much all tested out until, it like got out and they got feedback and maybe more games came out for them to be and try and be compatible with. And they couldn't release it until like 2 years later because of the ongoing court case, which had put a hold on them. It was a good job. It's where I learned my first real respect for console games with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Root to the problem, above average beverage, store-to-door delivery. We've done all those.
Yeah, I also have store-to-door delivery. Gifts of the Gainery, which, yeah, I've had that. And a seasoning for soup. Gil Jaw is in need of seasons.
Yeah, I think I've done seasoning for soup before.
Yeah, and he's talking about me having done it before. The fact that they'll acknowledge the repeats and do small variations and everything on these quests these days. Really nice enhancements.
Yeah, what was it? Anno? Recently released, and a bunch of people found a bunch of AI art as part of their assets.
Basically various looting screens.
Loading screens and like background pictures or something like that?
Those are the looting screens. I have since taken Anno 117 off my wish list.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Oh, Marathon isn't an AI issue. They damn well knew what they were doing. But good news on that one. That
was plagiarism.
Yeah. Is that a recent post within like the last couple weeks of the artist whose work was plagiarized said that, quote, things have resolved to my satisfaction, end quote.
Okay.
So either they came to a monetary agreement, she got a royalty license, or they ripped everything out and they paid her a damages.
Because that one was out and out plagiarism.
Because
it wasn't like new art done by like something that was trained on the person's art. It was, no, this is the actual assets.
It included her signature.
Yes. And of course it was a person that people working on the game followed as an artist, so there's no way they didn't know what this art was.
Yeah, it was clear cut. There was no you couldn't weasel out of this one. Sorry, dude.
Now, even if it was, someone got overeager and put it in and it wasn't approved and everything, no, as soon as anyone else at the company saw it, they should have recognized it.
Yeah,
I've seen that before and it wasn't in our game.
The fact that they actually used her signature stamp.
Yeah.
It's like, oh boy, you're in for now. There is no doubt. And a lot of people are crying foul at Anno pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, it's cost them a couple of potential sales because I've actually yanked a couple of earlier games of theirs off my wish list.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, if you're in our Discord, I recently posted a very long, interesting, and kind of sad retrospective by FF Union on Square Enix history for business. It's the entire business side of things, and oh boy. It's telling. Unfortunately, one of the problems is apparently, despite all the great games they've done, they've mostly been pulling profit actually not from 14.
Okay.
It's been their egregious business model on mobile, which has now gone bust.
Ah, right.
I was like, oh, this is going to be painful.
Yeah, Square keeps managing to be a company that fails in spite of itself.
Well, part of it is that they had some really nasty business models in place.
Mm-hmm.
That if you didn't sell 1 million in Japan within the release month, the entire team was disbanded and the property around it abandoned.
That sounds like some of the problems that Hasbro has. They basically do, reviews on how various IPs are working, and if you don't hit certain numbers, they basically figure to abandon the property in place. And I think it's shifted more recently, but for a long time, WotC was handled under that as a whole. So during some actually somewhat thin times as far as Hasbro would be concerned, D&D has survived off of magic money.
Right. You coming? Or turning in still?
I'm turning in.
Woohoo. Basically, what happened is that they put out a bunch of mobile games that made a lot of money in the short term, but the games themselves were kind of meh, so they couldn't sustain it, so the games would fold after about 1 year to 2 years. And they would just shut them down. And they've done this again, and again, and again. And now, anytime they release a mobile game, people don't buy into it. One, because their mobile games have not been great, or over the long term. This is the aggregate whole. There have been some good ones in there, but they kind of get drowned out by the questionable ones. Combined with really, really egregious pay-to-win gacha. I kind of gave up on Near Reincarnation, which had an interesting story, but the gameplay was not there to support it in the long term. You were actually better to play it in autoplay mode than actually physically play the game. And the lowest pack you can buy for the pay to win costed like $48. 45 to $48, and that was their lowest. It's like, no, this is not how microtransactions work. And that game ended up shutting down after 2 years.
Fancy that.
And suddenly, that entire mobile market, it's oversaturated by all the companies trying to do that. Combined with the fact that they have a poor track record for making a good mobile game that isn't pay to win, and the pricing is just extreme, no one wants to touch them. And suddenly, that entire market is kicked out from under them. Apparently, people are predicting for... Actually, we want to take a llama ride.
Llama. Except these are alpacas.
You're right. Basically, it's gaming built specifically for whales.
Yes, that's been a lot of the mobile market. That's
it makes
kind of the besetting sin.
It makes great money in the short term, but it's not long-term sustainable. But they're predicting this year, when they finally release the yearly report, Square Enix's profit for the first time will be flatlined.
Right.
The other problem they had is that Square Enix is the merger of two companies, Square and Enix, hence the name.
Squaresoft and Enix, yeah.
The problem is that merger practically existed on paper only.
Uh-oh.
Both sides did their complete thing in complete isolation from everything else. Both for the good and the bad.
Romanced by the stone, every last pebble, trail fix.
Snow on the mountain, trail fix, working stew hard.
Let's take a look at trail fix. Because I'm not sure I recognize any of my three, though. Once I get into them, I might.
Well, we just did a story beat.
Exactly. Ryurger has a vision for 0 accidents on the mountain. Ah, Raylia, I am glad to report that operations at the workshop are proceeding apace, with ample deliveries of stone arriving from Warlar's Echo. Yet these deliveries must take the treacherous path to Zergortan the Open-Armed. A slip of the foot might spell an untimely end, and with the trail growing ever busier, I believe it is high time we endeavored to prevent such unhappy accidents. Could I ask for your assistance in preparing the supplies required? I have asked our Horlar to ready the requisite materials. Yeah, that's new to me at least. Your other two sounded familiar, but my other two don't, at least so far. Romanced by the Stone.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. For Yerger, you require someone skilled at herding absent-minded apprentices.
Oh dear.
One of our younger workers is off on an errand, but has been gone for some time. He is capable, but tends to get lost in his own thoughts. I suspect this is to blame for his current absence. I have need of his help elsewhere, so if it is not too much trouble, could you find him and give him a solid poke to get his mind back on track? I'm not sure I can poke you hurting for you to notice if it's not with a weapon.
Not my fault. Didn't do it.
Every last pebble. For Yerger would kill 2 birds with 1 stonemason. Thanks to everyone's efforts, Mason's work is operating at full capacity. But masonry is far from neat, and debris piles up by the day. I was hoping you could help us solve this growing problem. If you are willing, please go to the workshop and speak with my worker there. She should have an idea what we need to start cleaning up proper.
Okay, snow on the mountain I know we've had.
Yes, working too hard might be new.
I'm thinking working too hard is new.
Let's see what we have. Frierger would see the workers take their scheduled break. Late again. Oh, Theron. Some workers gathering materials in the shades of grief have yet to return for their break. I have impressed upon them the importance of regularly scheduled rest for overall productivity. And yet, as an added incentive, I have prepared a fresh batch of Chiro, a warming stew much loved in these parts. I suspect a hot meal will make them forget their tasks for a few brief moments. Could I trouble you to visit the Shades of Grief and inform them that the Chiro is ready?
I think we can do that.
A few brief moments in Yokai time is what, like half an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, first of all, Garhorlor has stuff for me. Yargar has apprised me of the situation. Here, let me give you the material. When repairing the trail, we will need to ensure that everything is securely joined and fastened with a reliable adhesive. This is the alchemy version.
Yep.
It would be much appreciated if you could assist in its production. Feel free to let me know if you require additional materials. Yep. Okay, Society, Yokoi.
Oh, speaking of microtransactions, apparently the EU has just passed some interesting laws that is going to get the gaming world up in fits. You cannot sell packs with more coins than it takes to buy the item you're buying the pack for.
Yes, I heard that being proposed.
Added to that, you cannot have FOMO packs.
Yes, that was also going to be a part of it.
Added to that,
uh-oh,
you must have a refund policy in place for both the item and the money spent on the currency pack.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know people are going to be screaming.
I have one more out there.
I have two out here. Probably telling people Stu's on.
Yeah. Mine is going to be...
The question is, and this is the real one, is do they think the European market is big enough to chase and follow that loss set? Or are they just going to region lock it out?
Well, let's put it like this. If they region lock it out, someone will move into the vacuum.
Oh, 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 my back. Still, I must press on. Oh god, it's a say quest.
Ah, yes. Don't tell Rift.
Come back! The Charo is ready. Did I not? I did not spell that correctly.
Yeah, it's the bane of your existence.
That, and it's also cap sensitive. You could have everything correctly spelled, but not put in the one uppercase letter, and you're screwed.
Yeah. I need to go in and well, go ahead and do that.
I nearly jumped out of my skin. I mean, apologies. I did not notice you approach. Did I hear you mention Charo? Why, it is long past time for my break, and I shall feel all the more rested after a hot meal. With Nobly providing us with so many different ingredients and spices as of late, people have been experimenting with new Charo recipes. I wonder what's stewing today. Okay.
And then, romanced by the stone. Ah, I see. So this goes like this, and then that goes like that. Time for a poke. What? You snuck up on me. Why did you do that? Or Yarger told you to look for me. Oh my, I completely lost track of time. This structure here caught my attention, you see. I thought maybe I could learn something by studying it. Do you feel it? The majesty which radiates from the very stones themselves. Their patterns are intricate, yet without a hint of ostentation. The superior craftsmanship has ensured that their beauty has not faded, even after so many years. Oh, There I go again. I could speak of these for hours still, but I had best return to Verjarger. Thank you for reminding me. You got your next stop?
Yep. Just waiting for you.
Go for it.
Must get more stone. Yo! Stew's on! Did someone say Charo? My favorite. We Yokoi can't get enough of the stuff. If you cut me open, I dare say I'd bleed, Charo. I must return while the pot is warm. Many thanks, my friend. Okay, all done.
So, on the realm of mobile stuff, the music app I ended up using is supposed to be a very simple one. Worked well on the drive and everything. But you know the one that I was testing before that.
Yeah. That was
which was just stuttering every few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, at one point, I basically told the app to basically quit. They go in, swipe it so that it's gone.
Yep.
Which didn't quite do what it was supposed to do. The music kept playing.
Oh no.
It stopped stuttering. The entire problem with the app, therefore, was all the ads it was trying to serve.
Yeah.
I need to go back and find that one and give it a very, very bad review.
Yes, you do that. You do said thing.
Okay, Stone Salvager. Verjarger said he was sending someone. I assume that's you. We need to deal with the debris before it gets in the way of our work. Mind you, I don't mean to simply dispose of it. The fragments can be crushed into gravel for laying pathways, or used to build foundations. We can also mix it with limestone to make materials we use for repairs. To that end, I would ask you to mix these leftover stone fragments with limestone to make repair materials. If you run out, there's always more in that crate over there.
Here's your snow equipment. Oh, you want me to
yes.
actually go make it?
Yes. You didn't think you were getting out of this without actually crafting, did you?
One could hope. And as Bellular News put it, the entire thing on the EU, you have horse girls to thank for it.
Yeah.
Because it all came down to Star Stable, which is a online aimed at a younger audience girl horse riding and breeding game.
Finished wasn't too difficult, I hope.
And a bunch of the people got together and put together a class action suit against them for unfair pricing practices aimed at too young of an audience.
Yeah. Or TB.
Okay, snow removal tools Delivered. Returning back down the mountain.
Yeah, let's see. We shared trail fix, so I'll do romanced by the stone while you're working. Thank you for finding my young worker. He returned to his duties not long ago and was quite apologetic. He is young and inexperienced still, but his skill in stonemasonry is plain to see. His boundless curiosity is doubtless to thank for that, but it also causes him to become entranced by the constructs of our forebears. Given our long lives, I would normally not be concerned about such things, but we have the snow spirits to consider, and they will not wait while we remain idle. Thank you for bringing him back to his senses.
Grats? 99!
Yep. Trail fix? Our shared one?
Trailed fix.
Have you brought the supplies to help fix the trail? Trail repair supplies.
Yep.
With a fairly generic, because there are always generic descriptions for these. Thank you. Rest assured that our work on the repairs shall be held to the same high standard as yours. Accidents can go unnoticed for too long in snowy, mountainous terrain. In many cases, the injured are beyond saving by the time they are found. All the more reason to prevent such situations from arising in the first place. And while those traveling the path are ultimately responsible for their own safety, we must do all we can to reduce the risks they face.
And my last, which I just kind of skipped through by accident.
Oh well.
Many thanks for passing along the message. Both workers returned safe and sound and are presently enjoying a well-deserved repast. The restoration is arduous work, to be sure, and they are wont to overexert themselves. Though my Cheros started as a simple way to encourage more regular breaks, I must say it has turned into quite the culinary adventure. Of late, I have been experimenting with different meats and spices to create the most rejuvenating meal possible. Several have provided quite the hit with the workers. At this rate, I'll be opening my own eatery. Even so, I suspect our workers may continue to neglect their breaks without someone to remind them. I hope I may count on your help on rounding them up again. Okay, so...
Hint, hint, you'll see this in rotation again.
So what do you want to do for Dark Knight training?
Hold on. I suppose you were surprised we reused the debris. Well, masonry is about more than simply breaking down stone, you know. One must learn to use every last pebble. Of course, not being a stonemason myself, I learned that wisdom from our expert. Without people like her, I wager we would still be freezing in the snow. Okay, I was thinking, deep dungeon.
Okay, we can do that.
So So one fast port out there. And then an even faster 10 level run.
Black Shroud Quarry Mill. By the way, we have probably a week or another turn in to do to get the next rank from Mumulja.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Mumulja will max out next time, so yeah. And then we'll be on to rank 7. So yeah, that one's starting to get somewhere again, which is nice.
Floor 81, here we go!
Yes, still sub 100.
Which is why we can do this quickly.
Is it just me, or is it hot in here?
I think it's just you.
Okay.
You found Horde!
I can do that in here. I can never do that in the others.
You need to turn tank stance on.
I turned it on outside.
Doesn't count!
Boo. Okay.
Palm of Strength. Palm of Serenity, unneeded. So we remember not to come back here.
Great.
Where'd he come from?
The respawn factory.
By the way, the gate's open.
Yes.
Ooh, I think I can sneak that chest. If I can't, I'll be bringing friends.
Sure thing.
Flight. I have a friend.
He now goes to the gallery of ex-friends.
No, not the gallery of ex-friends. Sight.
Beyond sight? At our age, that joke never gets old.
No. Steal thyself.
Done. dragon! The dragon! Oh.
And a bomb.
Yeah. Another delivery from the respawn factory.
So, the respawn factory set you up the bomb!
Yes! Yes, it did! Very good.
Stealing. Nothing more than stealing.
And this is why we do these streams, so we're not the only ones tortured by each other's jokes.
Because trust me, when we're off air, we sound just like this.
Yeah, I was kind of mourning the other night that I was wasting a lot of good material off stream.
By the way, we have Horde this floor. Here, this'll help.
Yes. Yes, it will.
It's also useful for dragging mobs.
Also true. There's Horde. Oh, you two are still here?
There are no more traps.
There is only Zool,
And we need to wait for respawns.
apparently. The respawn factory is getting behind schedule. Ah, here's one. There we go. Nope, sorry, we don't need you. Surplus to requirements. Music time.
Thank you, Doodles! Respawn is too busy with Apex Legends!
Okay.
That's yours. Strength yourself!
Okay.
By the way, we have no auto heal. Ow!
Ribbit. It's not easy being green.
That was exciting!
Ah, you thought you were picking on a frog, but it was I!
Ow!
Indeed.
No, I'm not gonna stay there for that. By the way, patroller coming this way.
He's not a patroller, I think.
No, he is.
I guess he is.
He spawned
He was
in.
standing still when I first came in.
Yeah, because he just
and
spawned.
This guy's definitely patrolling. Respawn factory is busy tonight.
Yeah, Apex Legends, What were we talking about? Of predatory mobile games?
Oh dear. I vaguely know the name, and that's it. I didn't even realize there's a mobile game.
I believe there's a mobile aspect to it, but good job! That's the second one this floor!
Maybe it is easy being green.
Can't take you anywhere. Yeah.
I'm just a frog at the bottom of a,
Mimic! Don't die!
Wow!
I'm gonna punch him. Come on, punch. There we go! Time to bitch slap him!
Yeah, pretend he's Anthe.
Fine. Let's just...
We might need to highlight this.
Are we done yet?
Yes, get in here quick.
Yeah, mobile games don't generally
Bye,
have...
Mr. Patrol.
Yeah. Mobile games don't generally have a sustained audience. The only exceptions I can think of right now is like Hoyoverse. That strength's yours.
Yeah.
Strength thyself. The one I'm surprised is still going is Wizards 101 is apparently still going. Mimic!
Mimic. Oh, shoot.
You killed it just in time! And he dropped a purity anyway.
That's what I call irony.
I see this as being another 3-room special.
Very special.
Well, them keep giving me flights is not helping. For degrees of helping. Yeah, I played a little of, Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail. And at least combat loop-wise, it's really fun. However, they started throwing so much login stuff at me, combined with I hit a section in the game that's actually a side quest, but I wanted to kind of get done with the planet and move on, that just really drug the game out, that I haven't logged back in.
Yeah, I've run into other games going, this is actually an interesting game, but you're throwing so many little bits of side content at me to keep the long-term people interested that I can't get at the main game.
Yeah, that was kind of what I thought of the Holo, or the Star Rail. Yeah. Which is sad, because the main combat loop is exactly what we were looking for, which was classic turn-based RPG. Oh, another witching. We'll keep that in mind. If we need it. The characters ranged from really kind of interesting to, I want to strangle this person.
In a good way.
And in not good ways, depending.
Well, the good way being, it made her more of a memorable and interesting character.
Well, that was one of them. The other one, I just plain didn't like, and unfortunately, she's kind of... strength yourself. Actually, no, you've got time on yours.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
She was kind of the titular character for the entire game, which was March. And she just annoyed me. She had this... Good job! That's what... You're fourth and 3 floors? How do you do it, kitten?
At the bottom of a well. Which reminds me, for anyone out there who hasn't seen it, Ribbit. Trying to remember the title.
The Eccentric Family!
Eccentric. That is the word I couldn't remember.
Oh, look, a witching. Should have used one.
Yeah, but for those who haven't seen it, the Eccentric Family is very good. 2 seasons, each one is a separate story. They're both good.
I'm amazed Diablo Immortal is still going, but apparently that thing makes money hand over fist, and it's like... It is the worst example of all the things we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you get frogged, I'm gonna laugh my butt off.
Not in this room, I'm not.
What, you already hit another trap?
Yes. Take a look at my debuffs.
Good going, kitten.
Hey, I didn't get frogged.
Steel thyself!
Frog of Steel.
Yeah, apparently they consulted with some of the casino slot machines on how to get people to pay more money.
Oh boy.
For Diablo Immortal. Just seeing if there's something easy. I doubt it with how this Urka is looking at me. Nah. Not worth it.
Do a compilation video. The Frogs of Rylea.
At least it's not the Ides of March.
Yep.
Stay there.
Hey, Mr. Kimura.
Oh, by the way, I found Horde.
Oh, very good.
Zayrun can make that work solo. I cannot.
The explosions?
Lust.
Ah. Ooh. Big boy.
Ooh. Strength.
Me?
Yes.
Done. Also, fortune.
A little late, but sure. And another lust.
Yes.
This way.
Oh, yeah, it is off on the side. Okay.
Purity. Serenity. So, dud and dud. Watch out for the trap underneath the worm.
Yes! I remembered seeing it earlier and it was going, where'd it go? It's a good thing.
Rage yourself.
Oh. Being able to knock back the mass of a camera like that is pretty amazing.
Be there in just a second.
That was an interesting scream. Anything out there?
Lots of branches through.
OBA. Don't think I can make this last dragon. Just in time.
Good gerb.
Mimic.
So
That's what
it
I get
is.
for having thumbs.
There, good. There you go. By the way, we have a respawn in the exit room.
Of course we do.
Sneaky,
Shall we just
sneaky.
skip it? Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright, I can't sprint back to the exit.
No, sprint denied. But we have boss.
In a moment. Where's this respawn?
Oh, exit room. Da-da-da. Which is this way? No?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Connection lost.
Oh, noes! I'm gonna hide in the corner here.
That was sudden.
Yes! You aren't even Uh-oh.
Did you just?
Yes!
Yep.
I think we just lost the run.
No. Yeah, because they haven't done that. What's it yet? Have they?
It comes in tomorrow! I think.
Probably next week with the patch.
Let me look.
Players in queue 122.
Oh, it sounds like the whole server went down.
Or at least a decent chunk.
Da, 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 da.
I canceled and went back in, and it started letting me in. My Dark Knight training. $122. It was going so well.
Okay, the patch will be released on the 16th. So,
Yeah.
a week from now.
Yeah.
Yeah! That means
Logging in.
Players in queue, 175. Yeah, we just lost the run.
Presumably.
Oh!
I seem to remember certain things have worked before, but I think one of us was still on for all of it.
Yeah. Yep, we
Yeah,
have
I am
lost the
outside.
run!
Pretty KO won.
And we were doing so good!
I know! Well, let us go back and face a wondrous parfait and defeat.
Yeah, that is our only choice.
Actually, I am going to reset my progress.
That was not our fault! Okay, where is it? I know you're here. You on like the top page of the next... No? Fine. Not what I wanted, but it'll work.
Yes, it will. It's excellent.
Oh, I am so sorry, kitten. We were
I
so
know.
close.
I know! Yeah, like half a minute at most to get to the boss, and then a couple of minutes to kill the boss,
And we would have been golden.
Yeah. And this this is why they're doing this in the patch.
What's the phrase? Back to one? Back to one.
Back to 51. Yeah.
Sad Theron is sad.
Sad kitty noise intensifies.
Sorry, I overshot.
I was wondering.
I'm just gonna leave Theron in sad mode for the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
Dang nabbit! Need to get used to punching the different expressions.
Yeah, you and me both.
Thank you for participating in the Recruit a Friend campaign. I think it went through FK.
You were saying earlier.
Well, I'm confirming it because I've got the 5 chocobo feathers. You've got the 5 chocobo feathers, plus a bunch of other little stuff. You can redeem them generally inside any major city. There's a vendor next to the Moogle Mail. So yeah. With that said, it's time we call it a night.
Yes. Thank you everyone for coming along.
I'm sorry that ended in disaster.
This run will live forever in our memories, or at least on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. Until Wednesday, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and come join us for Walkies then at 9:30 Pacific. Yes?
Yes. Everyone have a great night. Hope to see you, hear them with less DDoS.
Hi.